let's head over to the SES now. Joining us is the Assistant Commissioner, Sean Kearns. Sean, good morning to you. So where are the threats this morning and how severe or serious are they?
Yeah, thank you. Good morning, Peter. We've seen rain yesterday fall throughout Western New South Wales, and overnight that has moved across metropolitan areas of Sydney. So we've had over 240 calls for assistance in the last 24 hours, with 120 of those in the Sydney metropolitan area. We've also performed 4 flood rescues across the state during the last 24 hours. So we are asking people to be aware that the flooding is occurring still in Western New South Wales. What we did see when the rain fell and the calls we got for assistance in metropolitan Sydney overnight is that was mainly for leaking roofs and trees falling down. At this stage, we haven't seen the flooding risk there, but we are asking people to keep up to date with the warnings. So at this time, the greatest risk is in Western New South Wales still. So we're focusing on Gunnedah, Weewa, Warren, Tumut, Bathurst, Dubbo, Wellington and Cobar. So we are asking those communities and along the inland river systems to be prepared and listen to the warnings that New South Wales SES are issuing.
So in total, Sean, how many flood warnings would there be at the moment?
We've got over 40 warnings at the moment at either advice or watch and act level.
Yeah.
And what we are finding is that the community are responding to those and they're taking heed, and further information about all those warnings can be found on the New South Wales SES website, and they're all listed there.
Okay, so none of those warnings have been upgraded to evacuation orders or anything like that yet?
No, we haven't had any go to an emergency alert. But we are watching those, but we are warning the community that may change because there is further rain coming over the weekend, which will across already saturated catchments in Western New South Wales. So we may see further river rises, but New South Wales SES teams are out there preparing. We're out there warning the communities, putting information out. We encourage everyone to look on our website and through the social media and listen to warnings that are issued in local communities as well.
Right. So
if they need assistance from New South Wales SES, to call 132 500 and 000 in a life-threatening emergency.
So for this weather event, and we've got these 3 different rain bands that are sweeping across at the moment, Western New South Wales remains your primary concern, Sean?
Look, it certainly is our primary concern at this time, but in saying that, we are also starting to see a flood watch where there are warnings out for the Hunter area and parts of the Colo and Hawkesbury and Nepean where they're talking about minor flooding. So we're keeping a very close eye on that, and we're issuing warnings to communities there as well.
Just a final one here, Sean. It looks as though once this rain system passes over the weekend that Sydney will have experienced its wettest year in history. How do you reflect on that?
Yeah, look, Peter, it has been a really huge time for New South Wales SES and our partner agencies who have supported us over the past 18 months through multiple flood events that have impacted communities across all of New South Wales. I'd like to put a really big call out to our volunteers and volunteers from other agencies that have supported us throughout this time. They've put in huge efforts, often at times away from their normal jobs and their family, to assist their communities in really adverse weather conditions and through some really significant flooding events. So I'd just like to say a really big thank you to all our volunteers for doing that.
Yeah, and I thought I would assume that all of our viewers would agree with you on that point. Sean, appreciate your time this morning, and from us here too, big ups to all of the volunteers doing their great work yet again.